about. I feel like we put the best effort forward, and I think we're going to find a lot of great items over the next couple of days.
Oh yeah.
Some fantastic ideas.
So today at noon, did we turn the microphone on? Did we forget that? Sorry about that. So everything that you're going to see tonight is a beautiful collection of jewelry that is actually made in the USA. We did this once before, hugely popular,
Yes.
just an unbelievable response. And one of the things that's a little different is that tonight, normally you have to wait until 8 o'clock, tonight as we start talking about each beautiful piece, it will become available at the top of the shopping page at lisarobertson.com. So when you see something you like, if we're talking about that item, it will be at the top of the page and it will be available. That means by 8 o'clock, everything will be up there, but you can start shopping as soon as it goes up. And that can be very important because timing can be everything.
Yes.
And David really, just in case you missed it, has been working very hard on
I'm
this.
so excited for this show, and this is the start of our jewelry event, as Lisa had mentioned, and wait till you see what's coming up, some great products, but what a way to kick off this jewelry event with today's show.
Today at noon, we kicked off my favorite cross, which is still my favorite cross. And it's funny because I was just traveling, and one of the things, of course, that I took and that I wore was my favorite cross. So I just want to remind everyone of this. This started at noon. We have your choice of the long or the short. We have rose, yellow, white, black, and then we have a number of options in 2 colors, and then 3 colors we have one, and then 4 colors we have one, and then, oh my gosh, it's amazing. By the way, you should see this in black. It's ridiculous.
It's gorgeous.
It's ridiculous. So my favorite cross started at noon today, and that has been truly my favorite cross since I first saw it in Italy. Oh gosh, probably 1997 maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a while back. But tonight, everything we're going to present is made in the USA, and we are very excited about that. Also, one of the things that we started doing, it's a lot of fun, so I thought we would just do it again tonight, is David chose the piece of jewelry that is going to be given away to one lucky person. And who is that person, you ask? It could be you, because after the chat, we're going to choose a comment at random, and that person, we're just going to edit the top of the chat, and it'll say, our Made in the USA chat, whatever.
Yeah.
And then under that, it'll say, congratulations, so-and-so, you're the winner. Please send us an email at customercare@lisarobertson.com. So please look at that afterwards, just in case it's you. And David chose.
I chose this Tubagass necklace, and I chose this because it is one of the more high-end designs that not only we have in the USA show, but in general, it is considered one of the couture pieces in the industry because it comes from a couture house that created this design. And I think it's one of the most beautiful pieces. It's timeless, it's bold, and it's just eloquent when you wear it.
It's so funny because I was just in Las Vegas, and of course there is so much couture shopping, so much high-end shopping in Las Vegas. You'd think people were winning money there or something. So if you want to see what's in style, go to Las Vegas. And what did I see everywhere? Tubagass. And it was so funny because I said to someone, I'm like, we're already doing that.
Yeah, and we are.
So this Tubagass is going to be won by someone in this chat. Now that means the more times you comment, the more chances you have to win. We don't narrow it down by person. We just choose a comment at random. So the more times you comment, the more chances you have to win, and someone is going to win this beautiful Tubagass, and it has, of course, this gorgeous toggle on it. So I'm going to give this back to the lovely and talented Kate, and we are going to start out with a beautiful pair of earrings. And these earrings are done, we're actually talking about 2 different factories in the show tonight. These earrings are done by a factory that we absolutely love, and this physical factory goes back to the 1800s, right?
1800s. It's amazing when you think about jewelry in America. And the reason this show is so important is that there's very few factories left in the United States. It's sad, but the way it works out is that this factory has endured the test of time through many different hardships in the industry, but they reinvent themselves, and designs like this are what makes this factory so special, and the designers who help design this stuff too. Here you have two sizes of these bold circle earrings. They're very sleek, but they have a pave design at the very bottom of them. Everything done by hand. We're going to talk about that a lot, Lisa, aren't we?
Yes.
That everything is done by hand tonight.
So I just wanted to show you, here's the smaller size and here's the larger size. So you really see the relationship between the two. We're going to have your choice in rose, white, yellow, or black. They're each done with this beautiful satin finish that is one of the trademarks of this line.
It really
has
is.
to be done by hand. The beautiful stonework below, just a hint of the organic feel, not too perfect,
Yep.
not too Jetsons, just that wonderful handmade 18 karat gold and
Yep.
diamond look,
Yep.
of course, for a lot less money. And a gold and diamond look is about more than just the color of gold
Yeah,
and the presence of a clear faceted stone.
absolutely.
It is all about the detail, the scale, the finishing, the fineness, and that is all about the skill of the artisan making it by hand.
Absolutely, and these artisans have been around for a long time in this factory, handed down from generation to generation, but they really do have a fine hand, meaning when they design something and they put the satin finish, it's even all the way around. They make it so that it's upscale. There's all these different types of satin finish, but they have nailed the design that is inspired by high-end 18 karat gold and diamonds. And I love the satin finish because when you have stones and satin finish, it helps the stones to even pop more because of the satin finish. And I like the design here because it's only on the bottom half of the stones, but I think it's beautiful that we have a 2-inch is the big and 1.5 inches is the diameter of the smaller one.
I was just pulling these back a little bit so they would be all against the black of the fireplace instead of kind of
Yeah.
half and half. But they're beautiful. And one of the things that I love is that they really do just kind of give a whole new look. You know, a hoop is a classic, but a forward-facing hoop is a very, very new twist on it. And if I take one of each,
That's a good
hold
idea.
on. So I'm going to put the 2-inch in my left ear. It might be backwards to you because that's what happens in video.
Yeah.
So don't be confused if that's how it appears to you. And the 1.5 in my right ear. So when you're looking at that, you're going to see, okay, here's the 2,
Yeah.
and then here's the 1.5. Thanks, Sam.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so here's the 1.5, and there's the 2.
And when you talk about attention to detail, Lisa, even the finding has pave stones on
Yeah.
it, so they don't have to do that. They could just leave it a polished shepherd's hook. But
Right.
not only do they satin it, they put the stones in there. The attention to detail is amazing from this.
Isn't that beautiful? So I love the way that they're comfortable, by the way, which is very, very important. I do have very sensitive ears. It's funny because I have an iron stomach, but my earlobes are just delicate. I don't like a garbage disposal. It's very, very hard to upset me. I mean, I'll tell you my favorite story one time is we were at my old house and we'd been traveling and I hadn't even been home for like a month and I was starving to death. And so I went upstairs to look for something and I found a can of chili in the
I know
pantry.
your story.
And I ate the chili and I went back downstairs and somebody said, "What'd you eat?" And I said, "I ate some chili." And they went upstairs and looked and they brought the can back down. They went, 7 years. This has been expired for 7 years. I'm like, well, it tasted fine.
It's so funny. And she really was fine the whole night. We were worried. We were texting her all night.
Like a garbage disposal. But my earlobes are very delicate. So this is going to be rose white, yellow, or black. 2 inches on the larger, 1.5 inches on the smaller. Beautiful hand satin finish in that perfect finish that you really normally only see on the 24 karat gold, which we love.
Yes.
Beautiful, delicate stonework on the bottom, that perfect hint. Everything about it is right on. I'm going to get this to you. Here you go. Kate, thank you so much. Kate, by the way.
There you are.
Thank you.
Guess whose birthday it is today?
Wait, it's someone's birthday today?
Kate's birthday!
Yay! Come in here. Come call us.
Everybody say happy birthday to Kate. It's a win-win. You get to say happy birthday to Kate when you come on Facebook, and it gives you more chances to win the Dubagas necklace.
There you go.
There you go.
So
Win-win! There you go.
Love it.
Love that. Okay, so I don't know. I felt so bad because I thought, oh my gosh, I'm keeping Kate here late on her birthday. That's just not nice at all.
Let's have to celebrate later.
Best
She's
birthday
been
ever.
very, very kind about it. And here's the sad part about when you get to be like me and Kate's age, we're like, that.
You're like, oh, okay.
It's all good.
I'm in that club too, you know.
I
The
know.
comments are just going off. I can't read them, they're so fast.
It's like, it's a blur. You. All right, one of the things that we love about this factory, and we were talking about it a little bit with those earrings, is the satin finish. And what's interesting is a texture is truly unique to the artisans who create it. It's one of the things you've heard us talk about with Italian jewelry. The Italians are known for their texture, and there are certain factories in Italy that specialize in the texture they do. Like Giante has this beautiful striated silk finish that they do on their beads, and no one else does it like Giante, right? This is something where no one else does this finish like this factory, and this is made right here in the USA. And it's interesting because it's satin, but it's not too satin, and it's not shiny. It's an in-between. It's almost, I don't even know how to describe it, but it is that perfect, it's a soft satin.
I was going to say, it's a soft satin.
Yeah, just that perfect texture that, again, I really normally only see in the very few lines that I know of that are 24 karat gold have that finish. But here it is from this factory, done by hand. This is a beautiful, beautiful status Rolo necklace, yellow, rose, or white, or the matching bracelet. They are absolutely Madison Avenue, New York, Upper East Side. Daddy has a fortune.
Yes, and some of you might remember, well, you might have seen a Rolo like this before in a previous USA show. It was so popular that we went back and they made a bolder size. So this is a much chunkier bracelet. And the necklace is very special because it's graduated. So there's all these different links. When you graduate a Rolo, you have to have multiple sizes of links. And what they do is one by one, it has to be perfect. And I've seen this being made in the factory. And the worker who's working on this has different size Rolo links next to him. And he's got to make sure he counts number of links one into the other, because you want to make sure it's graduated and flows evenly. Like on Lisa, you can see it perfectly. But it's just beautiful. And I'm telling you, if you didn't know any better, you would think that she spent a king's ransom on this in 18 karat gold and got it on Rodeo Drive or Madison Avenue in one of the high-end boutiques that's there. This is absolutely stunning. And this is what this designer does. This designer seeks all over the world to find the highest end products. She wants the hand. She wants the fine look of 18 karat gold in everything she does.
Well, and it's interesting because when you meet her, you know that she's a woman who, in her life, has been able to afford the best. And I say that because you know the best if you've worn the best.
Yes.
This is not a spectator sport. Okay? You know, this woman is someone who has amazing taste, and her taste is a taste that is built on, number one, being born with a great eye. She obviously has that. Number two, experience. She has shopped around the world. She has seen every different look, every different style, every different influence culturally in jewelry, every different detail that makes it beautiful, and has studied for years, loved the jewelry for years, worn the jewelry for years. I'm sure has an amazing collection of couture on her own. And it's that gives her this amazing, amazing result where she is able to interpret the little things that really make a piece fine. So this is rich and beautiful and amazing. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely the look of Madison Avenue, Rodeo Drive without the price tag. It is made by hand right here in the USA, and it is one of the most gorgeous, gorgeous pieces. I guarantee you will love it. I guarantee you will not tire of it. I guarantee it will not go out of style. I guarantee it will never be something that you look at in pictures of yourself later and say, what was I thinking? Because that was the whole 80s thing.
Let's turn this, Lisa, and show the clasp on this one.
I did, but I'll do it again.
I want to see it again because I wanted to talk about that a little bit. So again, a traditional Rolo, not only be all polished, wouldn't probably be graduated, but what they do is they actually take the clasp and they want to make it special. They want to make it special in that they hand set all these stones in the clasp, and it has this beautiful appearance. It's a toggle style clasp, which is a very nice high-end look for a Rolo. But what they do is, by doing this, it takes on a different element. If you had been to wear it more on the side, you get to see that element. So it's just something that's so beautiful. Can you see it? Yeah. Oh.
I'm just not seeing stones.
I think maybe, I'm sorry, it's on the brace.
No, I think it's on the tuba gauze.
Oh, the tuba. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Okay, I was just like, it's the toggle on the tuba gauze. I'm sorry.
Well,
All right.
I do love the toggle anyway on this one.
Yeah, no,
because it has
this is one that's done in a beautiful texture,
Yes.
and the texture is made to really exaggerate,
Yes.
to give it that fineness that you love. I'm wearing it in the yellow. Here it is in the rose and the white. And I have to say that when you do white like this, it looks like platinum and rhodium.
Yeah.
It does not look like silver. So if you are a true silver girl, this is going to be a
Yeah.
slightly different look, because it is going to be definitely that look of platinum, which is amazing. So the necklace or the bracelet, absolutely beautiful, whichever you prefer. And they are some of the most stunning pieces.
I love the alloy too. The alloy that creates the color on this, they're very careful.
very particular
They're
about
very
that.
particular, and that's really important when it comes to jewelry, because there's some pieces of 18 karat gold or 18 karat gold plating that have a very orangey look, and this has a beautiful soft appearance to it, both in the yellow and the white, and the rose is to die for. It's this pink color that is just beautiful and very soft.
Yeah. So when you look at this, one of the things to remember is 18 karat gold can be a wide range of yellows and even other colors. This is something that, again, she really pays attention to the color, as well as the texture, as well as the detail, and it makes it perfect. So this is that beautiful status, high-end, timeless look. You will love it, rose white or yellow in the bracelet or the earrings. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you, Kate.
All right, one of the things that we wanted to do this time is to offer a few things that are different. So we're going to be talking about two different factories in this show. One of them is, of course, the factory that we've been talking about, and that is, you know, in Rhode Island, and everything is done by hand. It's very couture inspired. But this factory is going to be one that works in 14 karat gold. And a number of you have asked for 14 karat gold pieces, not gold over silver. So this is 14 karat gold.
Yes, I love the idea of religious jewelry being done in a fine metal of 14 karat gold. I think there's something to it. I think people who are wearing jewelry like this like to know that their metal is top, like it's a fine jewelry, fine metal rather, like 14 karat gold like this. And I love this design here. They're the leaders in the U.S. With the few factories that are left of making religious jewelry. They only do religious metals, they do religious bracelets, but this is their strength. And what you have here is, you see that border, that little subtle diamond cut border here. It's a beautiful metal. I love the shape of this, Lisa. It's a little bit of that tag design. It has a little soft top to it, but it's a beautiful the Miraculous metal.
And of course, on the back, you're going to have the Miraculous metal kind of emblem, and on the front is the Miraculous medal itself. It's beautifully done. It's a piece that you can truly wear all the time. You can live in, you can wear it under your shirt, nobody will even know. It's your own expression of faith. It's something that you can kind of mix in with your other jewelry, and it's an absolutely beautiful piece. But it's that timeless, beautiful feel that you absolutely love in a piece of jewelry. And I do like David's point, which is, if something is a piece of religious jewelry and it is really an expression of your faith, I love the fact that it's a precious metal, because I think there is nothing more precious than faith.
Yes.
And so it makes all the sense to have almost that level of making it even more special, making it something that is important to you.
Yes.
Something that is worth sacrificing for and worth taking care of in that beautiful gold medallion. So that is the Miraculous Medallion. It's beautiful.
Notice that the color of the center of this has a more brushed satin finish. You see the difference in contrast in the color, because the outside border is polished and then it has that diamond cut border on it.
Yeah, very pretty, very delicate, beautifully done. And this is one of the 14 karat gold pieces, because again, we're actually going to have two different factories, and that's going to be, where are you going with that, David?
I think Sam wanted...
Okay, to lift it up a little?
Yeah, I'm all the way in.
Okay, that's why I was just trying to get Sam.
There you go. I just wasn't sure if you were taking it away. There you go. Is that good, Sam?
Yes.
It looks good from here, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. All right, that is, and there you really see
Very
the
dimensional. I
Isn't
love
that
the
nice?
dimension. It's just beautiful. We don't do a lot of 14 karat gold here because we don't find the right pieces to do in 14 karat gold. So we're stepping up in 14 karat gold, and gold is a commodity, traded, and it's up and down, but it has intrinsic value to it. And I love, again, that we're doing religious metals like this in 14 karat gold.
All right, beautifully done. I'm going to get this one back to Kate. And on to something completely different. This is something, ironically, this does have some crosses in it, so it's not completely different. But this is a beautiful piece that is made by the factory that we've been talking about before in Rhode Island, everything done by hand. And this one is done in a very special way because it's not just that everything's done by hand, but it's actually made with very special crystals.
Absolutely. So these are very actually they're CZs.
Okay.
And they're very special CZs in that they have a special cut to them. These are CZs that you can't just find anywhere. And so to put this necklace together is so laborious. It takes so much labor to do this. A lot of craftsmanship. And what you have here are these links that are connected together that have these bezel set CZs in them, and then they're connected to these cross elements that are reversible. They're pave set on one side and the same pave setting on the other side. There is, again, a lot of labor on this. I love the fact that you're wrapping it twice in the yellow here. You're seeing it all long on the white, but I think it's just something so beautiful.
And how long is the white one?
Is this
I mean, they're both the same length,
I
but
think it's on my piece of paper. I think it's 30.
I'm gonna say
No.
32.
No, I think it's longer than that.
wait, looking.
Wait
looking,
for it, wait
looking.
for it, wait
So
for
this
it.
is something where this factory not only does beautiful work, but they're always looking for special elements that are very difficult to come by. One of which is, we were talking about the cubic zirconia that is used in this. It's not just the regular cubic zirconia. We've had pieces from them that are done in
36.
antique cubic
36.
zirconia. Oh, 36 inches, excellent. And those have been very, very popular. This one I love. It just reminds me very kind of Coco, you know who?
Yeah. Yes. It really
Very
does.
much.
And that's the design element that they're trying to go after. The high-end designer that this person always is trying to find the next beautiful design out there that she is inspired by, and that's exactly who she is thinking of with this. But I do love the elements of these crosses. They're not traditional crosses. They have this graduated length to them, and there's something so beautiful about them.
I do love the
The
fact that we're
shimmers.
offering something longer. We don't often offer the longer chain. This one has a small little toggle clasp on it as well. But when you're looking at this, you know, the length on it is really, really nice. It's going to be definitely long enough to really show. So you think about putting this on a beautiful sweater. You know, you don't have to dress this up. I mean, this is going to be something that I think about this on a beautiful cashmere sweater. I think about this on just a great top. I think about this over a blouse if you're in the office, and I think it's going to be stunning. You know, it can be a very power piece of jewelry. It can be really, really chic with your casual. You know, one of the things that I've noticed that is coming back in a big way are the embellished jean jackets, you know, with lace and with applique and embroidery, and that just kind of reminds me of this all the way. But then I put it with a leather jacket, it's a completely different look.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
Kay
beautiful.
was saying she not only loves this, but she says you'd have to wear two with it because that's how she
love
that's
it
how
so
she would want
much.
to do it. But it really is very, very fashionable.
Yeah. So this
Beautiful.
is, again, I love the fact that not only are we finding things that are made in the USA, which is very, very difficult, because you have to, you know, realize that there used to be a lot of jewelry factories in the United States. There used to be a lot of beautiful pieces of jewelry made in the United States. There are not many there anymore.
No.
Providence, Rhode Island, which has been one of the true just centers of the jewelry industry in the United States, is down to only 3 or 4 factories remaining. I mean, it is just very difficult to find really high-end beautiful product, because that's another thing is in a lot of cases, if you find something made in the US, it's made with a minimum of labor.
Yeah.
This is a maximum of labor.
And absolutely.
You know, this is the most labor-intensive ways to possibly make jewelry, and it's made in the USA, and I love that.
I think that's why this factory has endured the test of time. They reinvent themselves, so they're not going to skimp. They're going to go all out because they want to please the customers that they're selling this to, and I think that's really important. I've been in the industry a long time, Lisa, and it's been very sad to see these factories one at a time not being able to survive for many reasons, economy, but also they can't differentiate their product lines, and so they you know, every time they do a design, it's expensive, every design. So if you can't keep up, you're eventually going to phase out. But this factory, who's near and dear, I've been to this factory several times when I was a little boy. But it's amazing. Like when I first started, I went there, and I was like in awe of how they make their product, all by hand.
So this is an absolutely beautiful necklace done with very, very special stones, not what you would find just anywhere. The crosses are going to be beautiful stonework on both sides, special cut CZs throughout. We have it in the yellow or the white. It's 36 inches in length, and that is an absolutely, absolutely stunning piece. I love the fact that everything that you're seeing in the show is made in the USA, and there's such a variety of looks on that. So I will get that back to you. Oh,
And you are?
We've worked very hard to make sure that there's a variety on this, so that they've been very helpful with us and stuff. So.
Okay, with this dress, I think I have to go for the rose.
Okay. Oh, yes, that'd be beautiful.
There
oh my
you
God,
go.
look at that. Yes.
Yeah,
what a
it's
great
perfect.
combo.
So this is something that, again, this factory is known for, and that is this beautiful texture on this gorgeous, gorgeous bangle. This is a bangle that is done with a spring on one side and then a magnet on the other. And when you put it on, it's going to look like that. Isn't that beautiful? It reminds me very much of an Italian line that starts with a B.
Yes, it does. It really does. And what I love about this bracelet is now they've taken a different type of textured approach on this, because they have a satin finish, but the satin finish has these very tiny lines that help create the satin finish in this. And it's this beautiful handmade look that's combined with these kind of flower elements that are all set with these CZs and pave finished in there. And it's just this beautiful, soft look. And we're offering this in a choice of yellow, white, or rose with that magnetic clasp. It's a great standalone piece. I always love bracelets because you can layer them, and that's what's happening in the industry. But this is a beautifully, beautiful bangle. And this was like a labor of love just to get this here. I didn't even know if we were going to make it. It was the last item to arrive, and I'm just so thrilled we could bring it to you tonight.
So once again, if you love rose, and I think that pink is trending in a big, big way.
Yes,
Look
it
how
is.
gorgeous this is going to be if you want to layer a rose in that beautiful big Rolo with the rose and next tech. Does this just look Madison Avenue?
So couture.
Looks
so
like you walked in
Madison
and
Avenue.
went, okay, so it's 5 digits. I'll take it.
Yeah. And you can see the different textures that they do. They just are so amazing at everything. And you can't do this by machine, by the way. Please don't think you're going to do this by machine and get this type of look and finish. Only by hand, because when you do it by hand, there's more consistency of what you're doing, and they can control the design better.
I have to say it's interesting because when we're shopping in Italy, we're looking at a lot of different finishes, and you can always tell just by looking at it if it is man-made or machine-made. And man-made, obviously they're using a tool, but they're controlling it with their hand and doing it by hand, as opposed to a machine. They just put it in and the machine does everything. But the machine can never, ever begin to do a job as beautiful as a human being and an artist who has spent years learning how to apply their craft.
Absolutely.
It's gorgeous.
Yep.
So I love this in all 3 colors. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And that's going to be, again, in the rose, the white, or the yellow. Absolutely stunning. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And it looks like, oh my gosh, you must have sold the car.
Yes.
That's what it looks like. So loving that piece. All right, I'm going to get that back to you. Awesome. And we're back to 14 karat gold. So 14 karat gold really is the standard for fine jewelry in the US. You know, if you're going to a fine jewelry store, traditionally what you're going to be looking at is 14 karat gold. This is done, again, by the factory that we were talking about earlier, just really known for their beautiful religious pieces.
Absolutely. And one thing I forgot to mention on this is that when we bought this product, they gave us a special deal on the gold. In other words, they had owned this from older gold. Doesn't mean the gold is old, but it means that the price when they bought it, and they passed on those savings to us. So I remember when I first showed you this, Jen, you saw this is gold, and you couldn't connect the price with this.
Right, I know. I was
good.
just going, are you sure? Because I don't know if you can get gold for that, because gold is once again at close to an all-time high.
Yes.
So they were not pricing it at today's gold prices. They were pricing it at the price of gold when they bought that gold to make into this jewelry. So it really is that. It's that wonderful opportunity to kind of go back in time when you say, oh, I wish I had known it. I wish I bought gold back a little while. This is that kind of like doing that because they're giving you that opportunity.
And look at the attention to detail on this. When Sam gets in here, I want to show you this.
Oh,
look at
pretty.
Look at the border on this. This is stunning. It's this scroll border and all high polished. And then the center of this is where the design is. And it's a miraculous, this one is the
Miraculous Medallion.
Yes. Yes, so it's beautiful. I think it's got a different look than the last one, which was more of that kind of that rectangular shape. This has this unbelievable element. And by the way, again, all by hand. I love the fact that what they do is they satin finish the design in the center because it makes it come alive more in terms of the look itself. You can see the undulations and the curves in the design, and that's what's really special about it.
And then you have that beautiful, beautiful high polished frame that just, with a little bit like the texture catches the light. It's this beautiful shades of gold because it appears different in a satin finish and a high polish, even though it's really the same color, but the texture makes it appear different. And this is one of those pieces I think that is such a beautiful, beautiful gift. When you think about, I'd like to get someone something really special for a special birthday, a graduation,
Easter coming up,
a religious, maybe it's maybe it's indicative of a date in the year that's important to them, like when they were baptized, or there's so many different reasons, to give someone something truly, truly special. And if you're giving them something gold, it's going to be truly special. And if you are giving them something to symbolize their faith and remind them of something special, I think that is even better.
Yes, and this will ship immediately to you, so just so you know. But again, it's all about the design. Everything we're showing you, made in USA, handcrafted, nothing by machine. It's what's so beautiful about this, and we're introducing this show for you, Made in USA, tonight. But that's what's so special about it. Not just the fact that it is made in USA, but it's all done by hand.
Isn't that beautiful? So, I love the fact that we have 2 different factories tonight to really talk to you about, that we have so many beautiful ideas for you, and so many of them are so different. But I love the fact that we can bring you a few of the 14 karat gold pieces.
Yes.
Those are really, really gorgeous. All right, I also want to remind you that normally our boutiques start at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Kate.
Yes.
But tonight, because we're doing this very special chat at 7, as we begin to talk about each item, that item appears at the top of the shopping page. It's not magic, it's Ailey.
Yes.
I mean, she's magical, don't get me wrong, but in this case, Ailey is making sure that as soon as we start talking about something, it appears magically at the top of the screen.
And there's something nice about the fact when you're having these special chats that you are able to see the item and then purchase it and back and forth.
I love that. Love that, love that, love that. And I think a lot of our shoppers have become very savvy now. So whenever we have a special chat like this, they have 2 devices. Like, oh, I'm going to watch on my iPad, but I'm going to have my phone up, and I'm going to be ready to shop, right? Yeah. So that's the savvy shopper, because I don't want to leave the chat to shop. I want to be able to, and I think a lot of times somebody will watch on their computer and have their iPad up and shop on their iPad or whatever it happens to be. I always suggest watching on whichever gives you a bigger screen and shopping on anything else that connects to the internet. All right, so this is a beautiful, beautiful necklace in tuba gauze. And I have to say, it's funny because tuba gauze, the name, is definitely from the Italians.
Yes.
And it's something that has been very, very popular at different times. Every classic has its time, and tuba gauze is just absolutely taking the world by storm right now. It is that classic that is, and I think it's just so fresh. It's been so long since we've seen this look.
Yes.
It's textured, it's high polished, it's bold, it's sleek, it's just this wonderful look. And I have to say, again, I was just in Las Vegas, we were shopping, looking around, and you just look in the windows. You don't even have to go in. All the couture, tuba gauze, tuba gauze, tuba gauze. I mean, it is everywhere. And this is one that they did such a beautiful job on.
They did, and I think what you said is beautiful, Lisa, because I do think the tuba gas, which is this upscale classic, I'll call it that, has, every even classic goes and comes, and right now this is so relevant in the industry, in the jewelry industry, and what people are gravitating towards, because it pulls together any outfit you have. And I'm not, don't think you have to wear this with a dress or anything. If you're wearing a pair of jeans, it just pulls that outfit together. It's just an awesome piece because it's not complicated.
Mm-hmm.
You put this on and you're good to go. You put that bracelet on and you're good to go.
When I did the video on the powder that we did last night, I was just wearing a simple black top, and then this necklace, OMG. Seriously.
Yeah.
It just, wow. Oh yeah, it's like bam. I mean, you think you're in the kitchen.
It is and flexible it is.
So here is the necklace itself.
That is amazing.
Look at that.
That's
Look at
technology.
the movement.
That is what's happening today. Again, all by hand again too. This is amazing that they're doing this. Look at this fluidity.
So beautifully smooth underneath, beautifully curved on top. Then it has this gorgeous, gorgeous toggle with the stones that David was talking about earlier, because we have two with the toggle. So, and then this is something where you can literally wear this in front and hang something off of the toggle, an enhancer. You can wear it to the side and make it just part of it, or put it in the back and it's nothing but wow. Nothing but wow. And this is bold and gorgeous. So when you see this on, I'm just going to put this on very quickly. When you put this on, you're just done. Like, that's it. Okay, I'm done. I look finished because I have this absolutely amazing, amazing necklace on. Oh, let me take, I forgot I still had this bracelet on because it's so comfortable. That Rolo is like velvet, isn't it?
It really is. I love it. You don't even know it. You don't even know you have it on. But look at the combination what Lisa's wearing right now. I love that, nothing's going to snag. Everything is so clean looking. The fact that it's domed the way it is, and not all of them are domed, some of them are flattened, but it has dimension to it. The light loves this. Even though it's not diamond cut, it's all high polished with the ribbing, the light sparkles. It loves this. From all angles you'll see this, and it just is this beautiful tailored look that brings your outfit together.
So I love the fact that we have this for you in yellow and in white, the necklace and the bracelet, whichever you prefer. But it is amazing. And if you're saying, well, I don't know, I'm still into layering. Yeah, you wear this on the top and then you layer with a pendant below. So it doesn't have to be a solo act. This just, harmonizes beautifully with a lot of other necklaces that you already have. That would probably work. Kate's holding one up for me. So I love the fact that it's going to be something you can wear a number of different ways, but there's something about this that is a confident look. It's a power look. It's a confident look. Thank you. It's just that it's not going to be shy. It's not going to be apologetic. It's not going to be subtle. It's going to be a really, I think I need a longer one. Now that I put it on, sorry about that. If this were longer, it'd be perfect. But this is the kind of piece that just has that confidence to it. So you think about walking into a meeting, bam, you own the meeting. You think about going, you're going to go meet somebody, you want to look amazing, this is amazing. You put this on with a leather jacket, forget about it. I mean, I love this, again, with a simple white button-down blouse. And then this just chic, beautiful, finishes it out. So gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So dressed up or just casual and sophisticated, it is your new best friend. Gotta tell you.
And there's a lot of labor in making this. I've seen this being made. It's amazing to watch this being made. I wish I could bring every one of you to a factory with me and watch how the designer who's been doing this, the person who's working on the bench, it starts with a flat sheet and they dome it around this coil, and it becomes this beautiful just statement piece on the neckline because of how they dome it on and form it together. And it's so much labor to make this happen, but it's beautiful how it comes together.
I just, I love the fact that it's a completely different look than anything they've done for us before in our Made in the USA shows. And it is absolutely, absolutely stunning. So once again, yellow or white, bold and beautiful. You can put this gorgeous, gorgeous toggle clasp on the side. This is the one I was talking about with the beautiful toggle.
Yes,
and it has the stones in it. You can put this in front and hang an enhancer off of it if you want to try that, or put it in the back, and it's just stunning. Super smooth underneath, flexible, absolutely gorgeous. Love it in both the necklace and the bracelet, and that is a piece I guarantee you are going to get compliments on because it is amazing. All right, this. I have to get this back so I have room in my neck for other things. Makes me sad. But again, it was so funny because we had a number of emails into customer care about the necklace I was wearing in the powder when I was doing the video on my powder. And that's because it was that tuba gauze, and it's so striking. Everybody was talking about it. So that one's gorgeous.
It really is. And this necklace, you talk about variety of what we're offering you tonight. You think one factory, how are they doing all this? But they are able to do these different unique pieces because we have a designer who's inspired by all the high-end designers around the world and bringing this to you. Well, this one is very special to me because it is a symbol, a celestial symbol, and it has one of the things she's really known for are her colors of metal that she combines. She loves the color black with her gold, and this has that in the smaller one. I'm gonna get, Sam, if you can get even closer on this one, I want to really show a close up on this because there's so much detail on this, and you can see all that in these links. And I do love the fact that it has this marquee Rollo that you can hook anywhere. So you create your Y look, what I call it, with the lariat look. And you can have it lower, higher, you can wear it at the very end, but that's what's so beautiful about this. And look at the attention to detail. On the bigger circular pendant, it has the CZs on the stones on the border versus the smaller one, which kind of just does its own thing on top with the stars. I think it's a beautiful piece, Lisa.
Gorgeous. And it's another one of the looks we've been seeing, which is putting a number of charms together, so it's not just one. You know, it kind of has that layered look all in itself, all on its own, because it has the two pieces.
Yeah.
Once again, the lobster claw is a beautiful, beautiful piece. It's done in that kind of soft satin so that you really can just attach it anywhere on this piece of jewelry, and it is beautiful.
There is something just amazing about the way they take even the chain and they do that to this piece. It's
absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. So, just to warn you, that monitor just blinked out, so we have no idea where we're going.
Yeah,
it's fine. Oh, it's saying, it's back. Thanks, Sam.
Thanks.
I think it just came loose.
Yeah.
She got it. So this is one of those pieces that I think is beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Just so you can see that you can kind of adjust it to a number of different lengths.
And when you think about the tuba gas that Lisa was just talking about, which is that more tailored look. Well, this is also an amazing look. It has probably a little more trendier because you can wear this different ways. You know, dress down, dress up, but I do love the meaning behind it. I love jewelry with meaning, and the celestial theme has been so important in jewelry. It's taken on that for many different reasons, whether it's the North Star you're talking about, the moon, the stars, whatever is important to you, but the combination of this is just outstanding.
So this is the piece, and you can see that it has, like I did it close. So now it's definitely a Y. I can do it down and make it into just a regular looking necklace. Completely up to you, just depending how you want to wear it. You can change how you wear it, but it's so beautiful. This kind of texture is only something you usually see in handmade 18 karat or 24 karat gold, and it is wow, it's really beautiful. And just the hint of black on that is stunning.
And trust me, when you see the attention to detail on this, you will not believe it. You would think like, well, can they really capture that design in the right way? And they do, because it's very, when they stamp this look, it's just amazing how detailed they get on it. And then they texture it, and the smaller one has this kind of beautiful black finish inside, or a softer finish.
It's really gorgeous.
It's a contrast that I love.
So I'm going to put this back, but I do love this piece, and I love the fact that once again you can attach it anywhere you want, completely up to you.
There you see it there
on that one. A little shorter, a little longer, all good, whatever you like. Now, I love these earrings, but I really want the pearls because I think they go with my dress. And these are not going to be natural pearls, of course. These are going to be man-made pearls because they have to be these perfect little seed pearls going all the way around, and they're stunning. So one of the big trends right now is pearls on hoops.
Yes.
P.S. and by the way, huge.
Huge.
Did I mention that I was just in Las Vegas? I know I did, like 50 times. But one of the things that we saw was, once again, the pearls on the hoops in every different incarnation. Yeah. This is this beautiful seed pearl, baby pearl look on the hoop, and I think it's so perfect and wearable. I love it. On the bigger hoop, and the hoop is going to be a butterfly and post design. How gorgeous is that? And then we have this look of turquoise. So the look of pearls, the look of turquoise, absolutely stunning. Absolutely gorgeous.
And it makes a nice statement on the ear. It's a thin hoop, but because it's a bolder in diameter, it makes this wonderful statement when you wear this. It just looks so great because the way they've set the stones, the pearls on one side, on the outside, the pearls on the inside, so it's an inside-outside design, which means no matter where you're looking when you're wearing these, you're going to see that design. And that's an extra step, that's an extra labor, it's a lot of workmanship to do that, but we do that on these because that's what this factory does. They want to make sure that they've paid attention to all the details and they don't miss anything. And so look at this now.
So when you wear these, look how they show up. I mean, they are not, it's interesting because without being too big, they definitely, I should have clipped my hair back, look at that. Without being too big, they just show up. And I love that about them. They're just that perfect, delicate look, but still a wow. And very, very comfortable. Again, very delicate earlobes. I love the fact that they are so comfortable on. You might literally forget you have them on, but they look like a wow. And there's just something about a hoop earring. It's very feminine.
I think these are a very confident look, actually. I love them, but I don't think that they're very wearable, and anybody can wear these. But I do think that there's something very special about them and the way they design them. And again, the metal is not polished again. The metal is in that same satin finish that you've seen throughout this show. And I think one of the things that's great about the show is that you really could build a wardrobe from just, if you think about all the stuff you're selling here. You're not breaking the bank, but if you want to start off with one thing, maybe you're just window shopping, or maybe you are buying something. But there's all these different looks that mix and match together tonight, even though they're all different designs and stuff like that. But I think they all come back to the same theme.
So I'm wearing the pearl look. This is the turquoise look, and it's interesting because turquoise is something that has been valued for centuries. And I say that because this looks like turquoise, and it absolutely, I mean, unless you knew, it would look like turquoise.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that, going back to, I was thinking about the ancient Egyptians and how they believed that if you died outside the boundaries of Egypt, that you would not be reincarnated. Like you had to die inside the boundaries of Egypt. One of the few things that was important enough for them to leave Egypt for was to get turquoise.
Yeah.
And they would literally go to their neighbors to plunder turquoise because that's how valuable it was, and it could only be worn by the royal family at certain times. I mean, turquoise has a long history, centuries and centuries of being valued and sought after and prized and collected. And I love the fact that it's just a color that captures your imagination. There is no other way to talk about it. It is a color that catches your eye, it catches your imagination, it makes you look, it makes you want it. It's compelling, it's beautiful. There's something about turquoise. So I love it in the look of pearls.
Yeah.
I love it in the look of turquoise. I think these are both absolutely, absolutely stunning, stunning pieces.
They really
I mean,
are. We fell in love with these when we saw
Yeah.
these. We're like, we gotta have these in the show. It's like,
stunning.
wow.
And I'm just double checking. Kate, do we have this many more or this many more?
We have this many.
Oh, good. Okay.
We're on track.
We're on
Oh,
track.
look at that.
We are on track.
So let's,
For the first time, I've actually been paying attention to the clock tonight. And you're welcome.
it's all because I'm keeping her on.
I thought I was keeping her
You
on
are.
track.
Yes, the birthday
Kate's
girl.
the birthday girl.
She's
She
always
gets
right.
all the credit.
I'm
That's
standing
right.
here ready to go.
Ready to go.
How cool is this look?
Okay, so we were talking about the satin finish that we love from this factory and how important it is, which obviously it is. But now you have that beautiful soft satin, that beautiful soft, almost a powder satin. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I just made up that word because
I
that
do.
term. I like that.
It's very
like
visual, though.
it's a powder satin finish, and this is perfectly that finish, but now it's in a paperclip link. Now, what is a paperclip link? A paperclip link is simply an elongated link that reminds you of the shape of a paperclip. And so it is called the paperclip link. Now, it is the Italians who dreams up these interesting names.
Yes.
Tubagas, where do you think Tubagas got its name? Because the Italians said that looks like the hose to a gas tank.
Yes.
Is what they said, literally. And when you look at it, you're like, oh my gosh, it does. And then like the TV shaped earrings, the Italians named it that because it did look like the old TVs. And then you look
They're
at
very
this and
literal
like,
sometimes.
They are. I mean, it's so funny but I think, it's almost like when we give something a name in Italian, we think it sounds so exotic.
Yes.
And I think they give something a name in English and they think it sounds so exotic.
Right.
So it's very funny. So this is a paperclip link because it's a beautiful elongated link. And I love that powder satin texture, which I've just made up. The
great.
name,
I
not
love
the
it,
texture.
too.
I did not make up the texture. The texture is all them. And I love the fact that this is going to be one where you can get it all yellow or yellow with a few black in there. And it's stunning.
And that's what they do so well. I mean, let's just focus on the yellow with the black. Yellow with the black, we're seeing more and more all around. This designer's been doing this for a long, long time. She's always loved the look of yellow and black together. And just the fact that you have some links that are in black makes it very special and different. Again, you have that powder satin. I love that, actually. I'm going to use that. But also, the paperclip links themselves are not rounded. They have square design to them, which just means that
It's a huge difference.
Huge difference. It allows that light to just focus in on that, and you see the dimension much greater than you would if they were just plain rounded going around.
So if something is round, the light hits it in the center of the link, and that's where you see the light.
Yep.
If something is flat, the light hits it evenly edge to edge. So you really see the whole
And that's
link,
why,
and
like
it's
you're seeing
beautiful.
here, or even here, you see the side profile of that. And that's like so beautiful right there.
Isn't that gorgeous? This is gorgeous. Now they each have a little bit of an extender on them, so you can decide exactly how you wear it, but it's very fine, it's very beautiful. And maybe if you're saying, hey, you know what, I love a couture look, I'd love something really status, I'd love something really elegant and sophisticated, but I want it to be something that I can wear a little more casually or be a little more understated. Again, this with a look in the office like you're the woman, you're the boss.
Yeah.
You're the boss. And if you think about, again, I love this with just years and years ago, many years ago, more than I would care to admit, like when dinosaurs were on the earth. My sister, who was just very little older than me, but just enough that it made a difference, she came home, because I still lived at home, and she had a great tan, and she had a beautiful, just a button-down white blouse tucked into her dark jeans. It was the style. And this beautiful 18 karat gold necklace. I was just like, wow. I have to do that, right? It's so, that's what this reminds me of. This is that statement piece. This reminds me of if you were on vacation in Italy and you were just out on the patio, you know, in your white cotton button-down top and a great pair of jeans. And of course, maybe you're in Tuscany, so there's the fields of lavender and they're bringing you out your favorite wine. You're thinking to yourself, what a lovely day. I mean, it has that elegance and that timelessness and that living the life that we all wish we had kind of feel to it. I just think it's stunning.
I want to show you as I move this around and how that looks, so you can see. Let Sam get right on there.
So gorgeous.
All the dimension, all the angles of this. And one thing I want to show you is this right here in my hand.
Oh yeah.
Some of these pieces of jewelry actually have a plaque that says Made in USA on it.
I love that.
You know, I like that too, because normally you'd have a paper tag or something that may say, but no, they actually made out of metal, which means it's actually a stamped piece where they put that on here. And I just think it's something special if you're buying a piece of jewelry in the Made in USA show, that some of the pieces do have this.
And by the way, the pieces from this factory in Providence that we're talking about, like this one here, are each going to come with the romance card that talks about the Made in the USA collection. You know, that this is really what our country in a lot of cases is built on.
Yeah.
Everyone being able to have their vision, to make that vision come to life, to work towards a goal, to make something beautiful, to be part of something. It's that vision that everyone is allowed to have in their own way, in their own space, doing their own thing.
Yeah.
I think is part of one of the things I love about this jewelry, because it really is that true vision. This one person, this one woman has this amazing vision and just brings it out again and again in these pieces of jewelry. So every piece from this factory is going to have a beautiful romance card to remind you of where it came from and what that means in the Made in the USA. So I love.
And they are so proud
Oh
of this
my
factory,
gosh.
because remember, they've endured the test of time.
Yeah.
And they've done it with perseverance, and it hasn't always been easy, Lisa, but I hear stories and talking to them, and like, you know what, they thought they're gonna have to close, and then they were able to figure things out, and it's all because they can reinvent themselves in the jewelry industry and figure out ways to just create looks that are just very in demand. So
Well, we're gonna have to move on so we stay on time.
yeah.
Kate's been doing a very good job of that. I want to remind you that tonight is Kate's birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Kate.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy
birthday to
happy
me.
25th.
Happy 25th! And of course, someone is going to win that beautiful tuba gauze in yellow. That's what David chose for tonight's
It's my piece
prize.
that I wanted to give away.
So we're just going to choose a comment at random. So if you wish Kate happy birthday, you're also going to be increasing your chances to win that beautiful tuba gauze. And if you win this, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
I don't care when your birthday is. Happy birthday to you.
It's stunning, and what a great gift to win.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. All right. So one of the
Finally.
things that we love about this factory is, once again, that they have such a variety, right? It's not just going to be one look. And I am amazed at the variety of looks they're able to do. We've seen stones, we've seen metal, we've seen delicate, we've seen bold, we've seen tiny links, we've
Long
seen large
necklaces.
links, we've seen long, we've seen short, we've seen everywhere in between. And this is such a beautiful design. This is a gorgeous necklace, and it has these beautiful drops, these little discs around the front. And these discs are a gorgeous, gorgeous texture. They have a little star cut and a star, and that is going to be on both sides. So there's no front and back.
This is
It's
so
both front.
it's so feminine, Lisa. I love the drops of this, and it's very simple. I like the fact that they're, again, not only are these satin out, they've hammered them. So they've added
Yes.
a double texture to these. They've done the hammering and the satin, and then they've diamond cut a star in each of those links with a little stone set. I mean, talk about labor and attention to detail.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Every one of them is, you think like, well, do they randomly put these on? No, they count every one of those small links on the little roller there,
Right, so they're
and they make sure
perfect.
that they're separated correctly. Everything is precisionally done, and this is beautiful. Look at the earrings that Lisa's wearing. I think they're absolutely stunning. They're not heavy.
No.
They're easy to wear. I've been told. So I don't even think on Friday nights maybe, but
Pay no attention to the pictures.
yes. But
They've
anyway.
all been photoshopped.
But you can see the nice look on Lisa because it's got that finish to it, and light loves it and hits it from all angles. It's comfortable, and it's just a beautiful updated look.
It's stunning. I mean, these are the earrings that I love because you wear them and you automatically look finished. Like, you don't even really need to wear much else. When it comes to great jewelry, if you have a pair of earrings that's beautiful. I also think that earrings are one of the most important things you can wear because they draw people's attention to your face. And that's always a good thing. Also, I think that we tend to buy pieces of jewelry we can see. So we buy rings and bracelets, but everyone else is looking at you, they're seeing your earrings.
Yeah.
They're looking at you, they're looking at your eyes, they're looking at your face, they're your earrings. So these are absolutely beautiful, rose white or yellow. You can either get the necklace has 7 discs.
Yes.
So that it is centered with a single one in the center and 3 on each side. The earrings have 3 beautiful discs dangling. They're available in
Both
rose,
sides,
white,
just
or
to show
yellow,
you.
whichever you prefer. And the discs do have that exact same design on both sides.
It's a lot of
So there's
workmanship.
no front and back. They are gorgeous. I mean, absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. And such a variety of looks.
So many of these looks, and Lisa and I both love this 124 karat, very high designer. We can't even think about buying something from them because it's like cost prohibitive.
Right.
But the looks are amazing, and some of these looks are deja vu to me because we've always looked in this window in this
Yep.
booth in the show, and don't touch anything, just look. And now we are doing looks like this that are just fantastic.
So one of the things I just want to let you know is the pieces in this show that are advance order, those orders close Monday.
Yes.
We wanted to really start out our jewelry event. It's our first ever jewelry event that just started today, and it's going to go through Sunday. Monday night on our chat, we're just going to remind you that those advance orders are closing. We do have to get the factory the numbers. They have really, really paid attention to their resources and told us exactly how many of each we could offer. And that is it. So definitely, if you see something you like, definitely grab it. It'll be made just for you right here in the USA. Also, don't forget we had a few 14 karat gold pieces. Those are beautifully done.
And those are available
Love those.
immediately.
Those are available right now, so you gotta love that. And then I also remind you of 2 very important things. Number 1, this is not made in the USA because this is Italian, but I want to remind you this is our My Favorite Cross that started at noon today, either the short or the long, and there are so many different colors in this because it is so beautiful. Each option you choose will come with the chain and a genuine leather cord that ties. Love these. This is done exactly as the original 18 karat gold and diamond cross that I bought in Italy and still love to this day. But we have so many more colors, so love that. And then someone who comments in the show tonight is going to win this beautiful Tubagas. So you have to comment between 7 and 8 p.m.
Yep.
And we're going to choose one of those comments at random. And in just a little while, we'll edit the post at the top of this chat, and it will say, our Made in the USA chat, and then it will say, congratulations, so-and-so. You're the winner of our beautiful necklace. Please send an email to customercare@lisarobertson.com. So if you see your name there, definitely send an email to lisarobertson.com. and we will send you your beautiful necklace. So that is a really, really gorgeous piece. One more time, I wanted to say happy birthday to Kate. And thank you all for joining us for this evening.
Everyone.
It was a lot of fun. Don't forget, this is the kickoff to our jewelry event. Tomorrow, we're going to have very special ideas. Saturday special, Sunday something special, and then Monday we're back with our usual chat. I know it's been kind of crazy and a lot going on, but we really are excited about doing all the new things with you.
Absolutely.
David, thank you so much.
Thank you. I think this is a really special way to kick off this upcoming event, or this event that started today, and plenty more to come. but what a great way to celebrate the USA tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Bye everyone.